Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a screenwriter's rant on X. A really interesting low budget movie from A24. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books, links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Available at Amazon.com. Kindle Unlimited is free. So this takes place probably late 70s, early 80s. And the premise is a group of people are going to shoot a porno movie, and they're going to shoot it at this farmhouse in a rented house, but they're not going to tell the owners what they're doing. They just tell them, "Oh, we're shooting a movie," and but there's something wrong with the old couple that owns the house, especially the wife. And the soundtrack on this is awesome, by the way. It's like old 70s, 80s music. I love it. And so what turns into sort of a crazy comedy about shooting a porno then turns into a horror movie where the old woman apparently starts murdering people and acting creepy and weird. Or the old man. I'm not sure which. So one by one, of course, the various people in the porno movie get murdered. And, the usual screams and stuff happen, and it's called X. And so it's sexy, it's old horror, it's old school. Look at it! Look at these old boys. It's very old school, very old school. So I don't recognize any of the talent. Written and produced and directed by Ty West. Yeah. He got some good music for it, too. And this is classic. Classic 70s movie. I mean, it's got all the elements. It's got porn, hot chicks, old people murdering people at a farmhouse in the middle of nowhere. You've got fat, old cops. I mean, this is just going to be the best. Mia Goth. I never heard of her. But... they've got a guy a black guy who's the porn star, and all these hot chicks who are going to be the cast around him. So it's a pretty funny movie. I wonder, is Ty in the movie too? It's kind of a low budget thing. He might be. No, he's not in it. But it's got a really good sensibility from that era. It really does. It really captures the 70s in a way that, I mean, you've got hot girls, porno, horror, creepy stuff, 70s music. I mean, it's just called X. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So first act, these guys show up to the creepy house. And they're going to shoot a porno movie, and they're all having a good laugh at the owner because he doesn't know and he's old. Second act, weird stuff starts happening as they're shooting the movie. This girl here wants to be in the movie. I'm not sure if she lives near the farmhouse or if she's too young or whatever, but they changed the movie to put her in it. Next thing you know, the old lady starts creeping around the house as they're shooting. Somebody eventually dies, I assume, or disappears. And next thing you know, people are dropping like flies one by one. They're trapped in the house. The old lady tricks this guy and kills him. And probably nobody knows until it's too late. Finally, this is probably the end of the movie when the old cops show up and find that everybody's dead. It's called X. Coming soon. It's kind of a blast from the past. I kind of almost miss these sort of movies. It's old, but it's new at the same time. So I could see it being interesting, And look, the best part about it, it can't possibly be woke, right? This is what I said would happen in the trend of movies. They would start doing more and more movies in the past because guess what? You can ignore woke tards. You can ignore them all day long. You could ignore everybody on Twitter. Why? Guess what? It takes place in the late 70s, early 80s. Oops. Oopsie. Oopsie. You can't complain about it. Ha ha. Ha ha. Now we can have all the sex and fun we want. We can murder people. We can smoke cigarettes. We could say sexist things. What are you going to do, wokies? Go back in time? Ha 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 ha. Anyhow, it's called X, and it's coming soon. And it really captures the time. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes, Hollywoke hot take, and a news blast. We'll see you in the next one.